And welcome back. Well, our next guest struggled with her weight her whole life, but recently lost 20 pounds in just 40 days. She found that now she not only looks great, but she feels great as well.
And we are here now with Allie Brown, who began working with NutriMost for her weight loss, as well as Jen McCommons. She's a physician's assistant for NutriMost. Hi, ladies.
Thanks for being here.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
20 pounds in 40 days.
Yeah, and it was easy.
Was it?
It was. It was just prepping my food, doing what I needed to do, never being hungry, and visiting the office every week to check in, see how things were going.
One of the things that we found out about you was that really in order to start the program and have success, you felt like you need to break off an unhealthy relationship with food. Tell us a little bit about that.
I've been yo-yo dieting since I was knee-high to a caterpillar. You know, I was a heavy child. I tried to do everything, every program. You know, I was at my lowest point, I was a size 0. At my highest, I was a 14. I've been all over the map. And then so every time I ate something, I would feel guilt over it. You know, whether it would be a piece of cake or a piece of broccoli, it wouldn't matter. I'd have the same guilt. So getting now to the point where I can look at a pizza, or, well, a gluten-free pizza, look at a pizza or a custard or a salad and go, I can eat that and it's okay, is really a lot for me. I don't have that stress anymore.
And you mentioned the gluten-free because you have a gluten allergy. It's something that you've kind of dealt with. And I think a lot of people feel, well, if I just cut out gluten, I'll lose weight anyway. But you were already, you know, keeping a lot of that out of your diet. So there was so much more you had to fix. How did you work on fixing that mental part of it? Because I think for a lot of people, that is a big part, is that relationship.
It is. And I went from, I only had the gluten allergy about 1.5 years, so I went to eating all of this gluten-free stuff, which you think is healthy. You know, it's all labeled as, oh, gluten's bad, so if you take out gluten, you're okay. But it's still junk, you know, what they load into it. So finding out what my body wants and giving it that, I removed the cravings, I removed the need for different things, and just felt better inside. And when I saw the weight come off, and didn't need the junk food or didn't need the bigger piece of meat or whatever the case was, I was like, oh, I can do this, you know, it's okay to eat, it's not a problem. And just understood how my body functioned and knew how I would react, and it just made things easier. And now I don't have to worry about anything I put in my mouth. And if I do have to creep up a little bit, I know what I can do to take it right back off.
Well, it sounds like that would give you a sense of control, because I think so often, and I'm sure you hear this too, Jen, a lot of people, it's like you feel like your body has control of you, and no matter what you do, it won't listen. And I think that that's so frustrating mentally, physically, and so many people just give up and they're like, fine, it doesn't matter what I eat anyway, so I'm just going to eat that whole pizza.
Exactly, and that's what we hear over and over, and especially as we start to age and things are changing with our bodies, we notice that even more. And that's one of the differences with this program is that we are individually catering it to what your needs are, what your body biologically prefers, and we're helping to reset that metabolism. I don't care how low your calorie count goes. If your metabolism is of a 90-year-old and you're 45, you are never going to be able to get that weight off. And so that's one of the things that we can do, is to help to reset that. That was my story too. I was doing everything that I was supposed to be doing to lose the weight, and I couldn't. It was not happening. And as a PA, I felt like a major failure, because I'd sit across the table from a client or a patient and say, you know, you need to lose weight, you need to do this, you need to do that, and they're looking at me 40 pounds overweight going, yeah, I'm not going to listen to you. And they had the right to say that. And so now having this extra tool to be able to go, wow, this is what my body needs, and that's why I wasn't losing weight. I've been coming to see you guys for months now, and I've been able to maintain my weight, and I've never done that. Never. And it's fun to be off the yo-yo. I like roller coasters, but not when it comes to my weight. I'll go to Great America for that.
I like that. That's clever. What's the secret for success? Is it just eating the right foods and figuring that out? Do you use medication? How do you help people lose the weight when they've been trying to diet many times unsuccessfully?
The secret tool is actually being able to identify what neuroendocrine disruptors are happening in your body. We do that with a scan, and then we are able to make drops to help correct your metabolism. And so you're not taking these drops forever. It's not medication. It's all natural based. But what we are doing is we're giving the keys to the metabolism to reset and to be able to function correctly. You aren't taking anything from us long term. It's not one of those programs that you have to take something for the rest of your life. Once you're done with those drops for the 40 days and you've done the program, you've reset that metabolism. We've locked it in. We've identified trigger foods, or we've helped you to identify those foods so that now you know going forward what is going to be a weight gain causer for you and what's not. And you'll actually be very surprised by what triggers you and what doesn't. I've mentioned before, I can literally eat 500 calories in almonds, and that's a lot of healthy fat, but it's a lot of fat, and my scale does not budge. If I eat 3 corn tortilla chips, I know I'm going to be up 3 pounds tomorrow, which will probably be tomorrow since I'm taking some friends out for Mexican food tonight. And they're gluten-free. But I know that going into it, I know tomorrow I'm going to have to be on my A game. I'll be on my A game today because I know that tonight is going to be a trigger. Even if I don't eat that much, those corn tortilla chips are going to be a trigger for me. Well,
I like that there's a moderation after that. It's not that you have to avoid these foods for the rest of your life. You just have to know that if you indulge in them one night, the next day you get back on track with the things that do work with your body. You look great.
Helps with the guilt.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to feel bad anymore. So I think you look great, and it's great to hear another success story that you've brought to us, Jen. So here's how you can contact NutriMost. It's 1-800-FAT-MELT or NutriMostMilwaukee.com. There's free consultations. You can go in and meet. The last few numbers for MELT are 6358 as well. It's 844-FAT-MELT. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.